right, are you ready for your first comedian? She's traveled long and far. She might be the director of fun. And she might be getting it started. Give it up for Sarah Singer! It's me, hi! I'm your opener. Alright, you guys, that's what we call a smooth, like butter transition. So, I'm in my mid-30s. Some of you may know that. Maybe you think I'm younger, I don't know. Maybe you think I'm older. I started though, I was on the beta test of Tinder. I really was. I was on dating apps for over 10 years, you guys. So, I know, it's safe to say I've seen a lot of shit in a long amount of time. And I'm not proud of that, but yeah, Tinder, you know, I actually like the couples that would like be a swinging couple. They would start on their apps like, we're looking for a third or a sixth. Like, at least they were being honest. I don't know. I struggled a lot with dating, and tonight I'm going to talk to you a lot about it. And if you haven't been on dating apps, can you raise your hand so I know how relevant I am? Okay. But you guys know somebody who's been on an app, who knows somebody. I'm sure you've heard of some of these terrible stories, and or you have a kid or somebody who knows about this stuff. Because I was single for most of my 20s, into a lot of my early 30s, into actually very recently, I have a success story. I am sleeping with the sound guy. I did find him on a dating app, but we're not here to talk about him besides that for right now, because I needed to make sure the music works tonight. But yeah, so because like a lot of my married friends who got married, I'm from Virginia. Anybody from the East Coast out here? Yeah, Northern Virginia. What part? Where are you from? Okay, Maryland. I love go crabs. I actually don't know what the University of Maryland. It's a turtle. It's a fucking turtle. All right, crabs are better. We'll change that later. We'll send them a note. Yeah, but I have friends that from the South. They got married really young, and they would like feel bad for me. They would feel bad for me that I was like their single friend, and I was like, I don't know if I should be feeling bad for you. But I would start to notice as we got older, got into our later 20s, when the marriages and relationships were on the rocks, because the husbands would kind of start engaging a little bit more on social media. They'd like, thank you. Start liking a little more photos, maybe communicating with some emojis like we do these days, like an eggplant emoji, a cheer sign. I know, and I would always think like, damn, Ben and Ashley are on the rocks, like they're headed for the cliffs, like they're not gonna make it. And then I started thinking about like, do you guys ever think about the other woman and kind of wonder like, what if you liked the other woman more than the current woman? Nobody thought about this? Oh, y'all, I just got your attention. Y'all got real quiet. It's okay. It's okay. Stay with me. Yeah. So the other woman, right? Like, have anybody ever met the other woman? You're about to. Here she is. I'm not proud of it, but things did happen. Thank you, sir. My God. Yeah, the thing about the other woman is like sometimes when this happens, like you meet her and you're like, oh my God, she's so cute. She's a great personality. She's successful. And you're like, damn, Ashley, I get it. She's cooler than you. And that's how it started. I was the other woman, y'all. It's okay, you can judge me. I'm judging myself. I'm not proud of it. I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't seek out to go ruin a marriage. But, yeah, sometimes you don't know you're the other woman. So I have a PSA which is a public service announcement from me, Sarah Sanders, to tell you right now, if you are experiencing any of these telltale signs, symptoms, or lies, you may be the other woman. You might be the other woman if he doesn't spend the night. You might be the other woman if he changes your name in your phone, his phone, from Sarah to Sam. You might be the other woman if you're the client when he refers to you in front of his friends as the client. You might be the other woman if he tells you he loves you in the first week. What he really means is that he loves that you're not his wife. If you've experienced any of these telltale signs, symptoms, or tales, you might be the other woman, and you should immediately call Homewreckers Anonymous at 245-RUN fucking for it. So I was the other woman. And not only was I the other woman, y'all, I was number fucking 4 on the roster. I'm competitive. At least I want to be number 2 behind the wife, right? Like, I'm number 4. So that means, yes, simultaneously. It gets worse. I'm number 4. I'm competitive. I want to be on varsity. I want to be an all-star. I want to be first string. I want to be a starter. Number fucking 4, you guys. I can't even be the other woman right in this scenario. I can't. I'm a JV homewrecker, number 4 on the bench. I play tight end on Tuesdays at lunch for a fucking quickie. I got a good tight end though. So, needless to say, I'm not very good at noticing red flags. I missed like all of them, right? So I'm colorblind, so when I see red flags, they're like green lights to me. And I just go for it, right? I put my whole heart, I put everything into it. And when you're in these situations, you're in love, this guy tells you he loves you, first week, you're like, wow, I waited 32 years for this, like this is it, right? You can't see outside of yourself in these moments. And so I sent it. I went all in with this guy. I went to the used car sale lot. I bought the biggest fucking lemon on the lot. And because I'm a woman, I tried to fix it. This ain't too long. You guys are supposed to laugh here. We try to fix all these men. We try to fix them all. So like, yeah, the salesman, you know, he's like, oh, Sarah, let me show you this beautiful black exotic Mini Cooper. You know, like, he's like, the GPS has a British accent because it's a British vehicle. You know that, like, lies just sound better when they have an accent? Like, no, Sarah, it's only my 4th wife. You're okay. My kids don't live in the country, so it's not like I'm a real dad. I don't know what the fuck accent that was. He's fueled off of my energy. He's like siphoning gas from me every single day. On the outside, he looks really pretty, really polished, really put together. And that British accent keeps you hanging on. But underneath the hood, which I actually don't know what's underneath the hood of cars, because again, I'm a woman, it's not my job to know that. But what I do know is that things were wrong. There was some disconnect, some screws loose, some things that weren't working, and I took him to mechanic after mechanic after mechanic. And then finally my therapist said, Sarah, you gotta give up on this guy. You have to run or you're not gonna make it out alive. And I'm alive. It's okay. It's okay. I did learn some lessons. One being when life hands you lemons, sometimes you can't make lemonade and you just have to crush the person on stage. So, I'm Sarah, I'm number 4.